Hello, everybody. We are live. This is the playback and the winner reveal for this month's Share the Light competition, all about soft light. We had a ton of entries, a lot of options for the judges and the jury to pick through. I think they did a really great job. There were some really, really interesting photos in there. And yeah, this just as a couple little shopkeeping things. I believe that starting January is the last month, the last Share the Light challenge that you can get into to do the 3 challenges and to have a chance to win the Gold Wrap Pro 11. So just remember that. So if the Gold Wrap Pro 11 is something that you want to try to get your hands on, you have to enter 3 of the competitions to make sure that you get in on that. So just make sure that you indeed have entered 3. Also, every single month we have great prizes we do. We give away $2,000 in Profoto gear. This month, Sigma jumped in with us, and they're giving away the Sigma 50mm 1.4 DG. Great lens, really, really nice. So the winner of the competition that will be announced today, well, on top of getting the Profoto gear, get that super sick Sigma lens. Say that 3 times fast. So with that being said, I am going to roll the video and yeah, reveal some winners. So let's minimize this and maximize this. What's happening, everybody? It's Chris with Profoto, and this is jury number 3, all about soft light in our race for the Gold Challenge, where you could potentially win a Gold Wrap Pro 11, which is a pretty sweet prize to win. But on top of that, if you win one of our monthly challenges, which we're here for judging today, you can win $2,000 worth of gear. And this month, we have a very special additional prize brought to you by Sigma, and we're going to have Meg talk about that here in a second, but we do have Meg Loeks with us. It's actually Loeks, right? I keep saying Loeks, but it's Loeks.
Yep, it's Luke's, but you know what? Loeks is close enough.
I'm going to get better at it. Every time I say Meg Loeks, I'm like, it's Luke's. It's Luke's.
All good,
so,
all good.
We've got Meg. We've got Sonali Ohrie. Ohrie.
Yeah, Ohrie, Sonali Ohrie. You're killing it, Chris.
I'm a name butcherer, and I'm 1 for 1,000 now, so that's awesome. And then we have Brendan, my man, from across the pond right now.
Man from Amsterdam.
So, before we get too deep into it, I did just say something about the prizes that we're giving away, $2,000 in Profoto gear, and then Sigma's hooked us up with some stuff. Do you want to talk about that for a quick second, Meg?
Yeah. So Sigma is giving away a 50mm 1.4 art lens. It's my favorite lens. I use it all the time for my portrait work.
Fantastic. So big thanks to Sigma for jumping in on the Soft Light Challenge with some cool prize. So with that being said, this jury is all about soft light. We y'all had the hard choice of going through a lot of images.
Crazy. And
picking out some stuff. And I think y'all selects are pretty dynamite. I can, if I need to, I can also pull up the runners up. There's so many really, really good choices. But I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the screen now for our 6 selects. So this is select number 1 of 6. This is by Bridget Oshbach. Totally butchered it. Now I'm 1 for 1,001. But this is a really beautiful image. Who wants to start us off talking about this image?
Shall I?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay, absolutely. This is for me. I have a few favorite photographers in my who I really love in my selection, and one of them is Peter Lindbergh, and he does a lot of black and white images, but this one really stuck out of the whole lineup and everything, and my selection. It has a desaturated color. It looks like it's really cinematic. and it has a feeling something. I was talking to my colleagues and everything. They were also saying like Star Wars or Dune or whatever. It's like a still of a movie. And what I really like about this is the combination of natural light and flashlight. You can't see the difference. If somebody else comes up to me and I took a picture in this kind of situation and people say you didn't use a flash, then it's a big compliment. This looks like she didn't, or it's a girl, yeah, or a woman. She didn't use the flash. So my compliments to this picture.
Yeah, I think also just the color palette here is just so complimentary, and it's so lovely to just look at.
And if we study the light too on the folds of the shawl, it's really beautiful how you see like that highlighting on all of the folds around her. It's stunning.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Really well executed. And also, for simplicity's sake, just so you can see here, for people who might be new to the share light, people can share BTS images and also lighting diagrams. And this is super simple. It's an I think this is an A10, A1. So it's an A1. It's not even one of the newer ones. So it's an A1 with a softbox. Incredibly simple.
Yeah.
Beautiful image. Next image is by Cheris or Charisse. Cheris. I'm going with Cheris. That feels right. May. I can do that last name. This is this is a beautiful image.
Yeah,
who would like to start it off?
Yeah, I can start it off. I mean, I was completely drawn to this image, to not only with the regalness of the pose and again just using the soft light, but the amount of detail in the set as well, and how the costume and the flowers all complement each other. The use of color of the backdrop as well for tonality with the skin is just so beautiful to look at. What I really appreciated was the BTS 2. We really got to see in live action, and very rarely, I believe, and I don't want is the actual photographer in the second shot, which is actually so beautiful to see a photographer in front of the lens as well, of creating the work. And yeah, absolutely stunning and beautiful. I mean, just that behind the scenes image of the amount of flowers. I mean, I would love my room to be decorated like that for sure.
I can imagine. And Sonali, I like to say something also extra. It is the toning is beautiful. It looks like, for me, it looks like the old African photography in the 70s and the 80s. But for me, when I'm a teacher at the Photo Academy in Holland, and for me is what I say to my students is, taking a photograph is not only pressing the button, it's preparation. It has to be done with love and time and etc. etc. And this picture has everything. And like you said, Sonali, and also Meg, is the preparation in this picture and the behind the scenes, spot on.
And the transition too, from the soft highlights to the shadows here is so gentle and beautiful. That soft highlighting on her skin, I'm immediately drawn to it.
Yeah, I like the word gentle, because gentle is this image is gentle but super powerful, and that juxtaposition is just extremely captivating.
Yeah, her expression is so strong here. Yeah.
Yeah, and how the stylist or the photographer puts all the flowers in, she fits in so very well. If the flowers are a little bit too high or whatever, it can ruin the picture. But this is really like a wave, and she fits in also with her dress.
Beautiful. Now, on to Andrea Zvadova. I think I got that one. I might be 2 for 1,001 now, so we might be good. But yes, please.
Do you want to?
Yeah, Meg, or you go. Okay, yeah.
I was really drawn to the soft lights here. Again, the really soft highlights and shadows. His expression and direct gaze with the camera is just really captivating. I also love the monochromatic color palette that we've got going on here with the greens, and even like the hint of green in his hair as well. And the way the light is also falling on his blazer really highlights that beautiful texture and shine that I'm really drawn to that.
Yeah. And what surprised me is it's like if you see it on the right button, he's sitting on a piece of blanket. And it's also a little bit green, like green paint dropping down on the blanket. It feels like some tears or something. So it makes it really emotional. It's crazy that just a little piece of that of paint up there can change the whole picture. It doesn't disturb me at all.
Yeah, I think I really like that you picked up on that. And I think as well, it's so soft and creamy. It almost feels like it's a silk, it's like printed on silk in a way, that just the use of desaturation, um, and the textures and the materials that the model is wearing, it all just complements each other so beautifully. Again, what I really enjoy is the use of the backdrop color. And then the contrast with the materials and the color used for this model, just to complement every single tone. And it's very intentional. And I think tone here is something that I'm clearly very drawn to when it comes to these images. So yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Love it.
and I love to see this on print, on beautiful Hanemüller paper. I love to see it. I would like to have it in my hands and touch it.
Yeah, me too, actually. It would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Then we got this guy.
Yeah.
How do we
Karl
feel about Brendan?
Lagerfeld, he eats your heart out.
Yeah. So this is by Christine Kennedy. A very, very cool portrait of a pup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how difficult it is to take portraits of dogs, and this is absolutely wonderful. It reminds me in the Rijksmuseum of the old masters with the beautiful outside Dutch light. People, the old masters came to Holland just because of the light, and I can recognize it in here. And also this one, you can't see they used flash. You can only see it in the catchlight, and Scooby Doo. Like Scooby Doo? Wonderful. And yeah, it's stylish. It could be on a cover of a Vogue magazine.
Yeah.
There
There it
we
comes.
go.
Look at this. Yeah, and the wallpaper, everything, the backdrop.
This is so beautiful. It just looks like an oil painting, and it should be in a museum. Absolutely. The again, I'm going to go back to my obsession with all of these images, is the backdrop, just how complementary and intentional, all of these photographers have been with using a very particular color texture to complement and bring out the subject. And here I think it's so lovely that they used a textured and printed and patterned backdrop in front of this subject, whilst also everything about this is just so beautifully done. And so again, exactly like you said, is extremely hard to do, and just wow, honestly. Yeah, I think there is a dog that it should be
it has to be
that
on
it
cover.
should be on the cover of. So
Yeah.
I hope to see it there, honestly.
Yeah. And don't forget the catchlight in the eyes.
Yes, that's my favorite part. Mm-hmm.
It's so well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's so endearing. It's so endearing. It's such a like bringing a personality into such a stark, and an image is just like so beautiful. And what a lovely portrait of this dog this is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm very curious if the dog could talk, what kind of accent would he have? Would he have a French accent or a really English like?
I feel it would almost have a Cockney English gangster.
All right, mate.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Nice bacon and eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to go Italian. But I do like the idea of Cockney.
Yeah. He could be in a Guy Ritchie movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Then we have this beautiful image. This is by Ya Asiedu. I hope I said that correct. Oh, again, terrible with names.
Meg, would you like to go?
Yes, I'm happy to go. So I immediately am drawn to the skin here, how beautifully lit the skin is, the catch lights, in the eyes, the direct gaze with the camera. It's very emotive, captivating. But I just love how you can see just like this beautiful form, and how the soft light is hitting her here. Again, a gentle transition between the highlights and the shadows. We can see, you know, all of the skin detail, and it's very natural and stunning.
I mean, yeah, just wow. I mean, this is, if we go to the BTS here, I loved how, you know, we can see, again, the photographer, we get to see it in action, and I just absolutely love that. Was there a diagram as well, maybe below it? No, but
Doesn't look like
you
it,
know,
no.
yeah. But I mean, this is incredibly, incredibly hard to do in such a, you know, you can see, like, again, the distance from the backdrop is very important here, then the use of the lighting, and then drawing it out, making sure it's not overexposed, but we're getting that beautiful texture of the skin, and it's complementary. So absolutely stunning and absolutely beautiful this is.
Yeah, and the difference, if you look at the difference between the behind the scenes and what you exactly see in the final picture, that's great. This is what photography is. What will I show my audience? Huh? She can sit there. If you go back to the behind the scenes, that's what I love. She can sit there in her jeans with her black socks on and everything. But we photographers, we make images, and this photographer, he made an image, and he shows us what he wants us to show. And this is exactly, and I totally agree with the both of you, the skin tone and also the reflection on the skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what you see here in the model, she trusts the photographer, and that's all about portrait photography. You have to do it on both sides. This is what you need as a photographer, a model like this.
Absolutely. I mean, the even the gaze, exactly what you said, the trust. There's such an emotion here, and I love that you said exactly, you know, in jeans, in socks, but we're just seeing whatever the photographer wants us to see, and
Yeah,
beautiful, stunning.
and that's photography.
Beautiful.
It is.
Beautiful. And then our final select is this one.
Wow. I mean, I was extremely drawn to this image for multiple different reasons. It's such a, I love the use of simplicity and just using what you have available and ready to hand and just getting the shot. This time of day, you can see the sun setting. It's very apt for being quick. So I can only imagine why there was a very simple lighting setup, you know, let's go, let's do this, let's get into position. I can really see that want to get this image at a particular time of day, and then also just capturing you know, this lovely girl with the horse, and how the horse is framed here. You don't even see the face of the horse. The white of the horse really complements the sky, and it's almost like it's all the backdrop, and it's just the portrait of the girl is at the forefront. The lines as well here, the use of lines and the angle it's positioned, absolutely stunning. Super drawn to this image.
I agree with this too, and I think that this one pulls at my heartstrings, and I love how the little girl here is looking at the camera, completely relaxed. It feels very raw, and I love how the light is falling on the horse. Like if we look at the eyelashes, you can see that those eyelashes are just really softly highlighted, and it's really beautiful, that little subtle detail that's almost cropped out, but there. Yeah, you can see the texture is just amazing. And then again, going back to the lines, the layers here, we've got multiple layers, and that skyline is just beautiful.
Totally agree. And it's the balance between the natural light and the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
It's so it looks like an easy picture. It looks like an easy picture, but this is life. This is what life is. You see, you can feel the love between the horse and the girl, etc. And also the lines, like it's It's good. It's perfect. But also, I love to see this picture in black and white because it reminds me a little bit about also one of my favorite photographers, Sally Mann.
Mm. Yeah.
Taking the pictures of her kids, etc., and whatever. So yeah, I think everything's been said.
Yeah, and this just, I know I didn't say it right at the beginning, so I just want to make sure I'm giving credit. Judith Van Mill, beautiful image, absolutely beautiful image. Thanks for submitting it. So we've looked at all 6 images, and we've obviously, you all have discussed this ahead of time as you went through everything for the picks, and I figured I would come here as opposed to someone seeing me hover over the tabs to pick, to show the winner. So, but we do have a winner. Very, very exciting. And it is Cheris May.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. So what, before we sign off of everything, give us one more reason why we went with Cheris here over the other finalists.
Well, I mean, the storytelling in this image, and not only with that, with the BTS and the thoughtfulness of presenting and entering into this competition, was absolutely stunning from beginning to end with this portrait, really. And that's my final thoughts, and an amazing congratulations, extremely well deserved.
Yeah, I think that the texture here, the framing, her strong direct gaze with the camera, and then the control of light with that transition between those really soft highlights and soft shadows here. It's just absolutely beautiful.
It is. Totally agree, ladies and Chris. And you can see, and I have to say also the other pictures, because it was really close by. We had discussions and everything, and we had to think over and over again. But this one, it's the way they put down the flowers and the model in between, and even there's no little burnout in the flowers or whatever. So it's really well lit, and it's made with a lot of love. And also the other pictures, but this one just stepped out a little bit higher for me.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Strong women, absolutely.
Ooh, powerful. Yeah.
Cheris May, congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch with you to help you get your prize of $2,000 in Profoto stuff and that super sweet Sigma lens, which is very, very, very exciting. Thank you all for taking the time to do this, for doing the first judging and then coming to the conclusion with this beautiful image here. We really appreciate y'all's time. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Please join the lighting challenge for next month. You have to get into 3 lighting challenges. So this is, if you haven't entered any of them whatsoever, this is your last chance to start and get into the 3 lighting challenge and potentially win that Gold Wrap Pro 11. In the meantime, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all again so much. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, and have nice holidays.
Yes.
Bye.
That's the winner, Cheris May. Congratulations. I'm going to share the image just so everyone can see it again. Let's do a little screen share. Make sure we select the correct window. Wouldn't want you to see my Amazon shopping cart. Oh, there's an extra me down here. I'm going to get rid of this guy. This guy's got to go. It's so weird to have 2 of me. Done. So this image right here is the winner, Cheris May. I hope it's Cheris or Charisse. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. I just go with what feels right. Beautiful image. Congratulations. $2,000 in Profoto gear. Sigma lens. What an awesome setup. So now the one thing I want to do is make sure you know how to get on this yourself, because this, again, January, February, March, if you haven't entered any of these things yet, are your last chances to do the 3 challenges to potentially win the Gold Wrap Pro 11. So if you don't know how to do any of this stuff. If you go to profoto.com, which I'm at here, and up here at the top, you'll see this little thing that says share the light. You want to click that because that's important. That's where we want to be, right? Share the light, all this good stuff. Share the light, race for the gold. Let's click here just so we can kind of see what's happening. Here we go. So December was soft light, just like we just finished talking about the jury. Next month is the perfect Rembrandt light. So if you're good at it, share your images. If you've never done it before, try it. Enter. You could win $2,000 in Profoto gear, which is really, really awesome. Rembrandt light's super easy. We're going to have a bunch of stuff on the Profoto user group talking about how to do it, some other things that we share on social if you've never done Rembrandt light before. But that's going to be a really fun competition. So you're in the share the light section, and then all you have to do is enter the challenge right here. Boop, and it's going to take you to the upload section here. You can upload your image, describe the details, what the story behind your image is. You can share your camera, your shutter speeds, all your settings, which gear you use, and then this is really, really important too. I think this is huge. Share some BTS. Or we have a lighting diagram right here. You can download the PDF PSD file for Photoshop. Apologies. You can download the PSD file. It's got all the stuff you need for layers to add that stuff in there. So you could give us at least a lighting diagram and show us what it is you're working with. But that's right there. You can download that bad boy. And then upload it. Once it gets approved, it's in the challenge. And I believe the next challenge, just like all of them, will run through the 15th. So January 15th will be the last day to do it. But again, race for the gold, the perfect Rembrandt light. That's what we've got popping off in the next few days. So go ahead, if you got some really, really great Rembrandt light shots, go ahead and upload those bad boys, or get them ready to share. Get all this stuff together, build your lighting diagram, and get excited about it. And with that being said, congratulations again to Sheriff May. Thank you for everyone who joined in this month's soft light competition. Again, there were some really, really great stuff in there. There were a lot of images that I really loved. And with that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.